Welcome everyone to Session 5 of the Saga of the Frost-Jarl, an epic campaign for Dragonbane. The last time we met, we had gone at the behest of the druid. He had sent us to go and seek out the Woodfather. He said to go west, to the edge of the Frostwood, where an elder fell beneath the cruel bite of ban-forged iron. He said the Woodfather is fallen, but not gone, and from his hand a sapling yet lives. Bring it back to me. And he also told us that in the Frostwood stand mounds older than your bloodlines, raised where Titans fell and were too dangerous to leave unburied. And if you would see the truth of the first war, which he's talked briefly about between dragons and demons, that shaped the land, and what may yet wake beneath it, he said to walk among the mounds. And there was one such mound near where the Woodfather fell, to dig there and to discover. The roots and the rocks have hidden something of great value. And he said that the trees called this guardian Thrym, the ash-buried warden, and he sensed a gift in waiting for those bold enough to claim it. And so we went on a journey to the far side of the map, to the western side. Along the way, we had a companion, armed Tavish, who died before we even really got to know him. But then the shrill sound of bagpipes alerted us to the arrival of Agatha, and we visited with Ingmar briefly before heading out. Now, along the way, we found a woodsman in the forest who seemed to have choked on something, and after further examination it was wood chips, chunks of wood in his mouth and throat that seemed to choke him. Well, near where the Woodfather was, we found some mounds, and we excavated and found the fossilized remains of a dragon. And there we also found a tooth. And let's go to the excavation site. Here in the in one of the hills where few trees grew, we found this skeleton, and the tooth. I'm not sure who took the tooth. The tooth of Thrym. Got a little picture of it there, but it felt like an item of power. That if this dragon fought against demons, perhaps this tooth still has bite in it left. We then went into the deep into the woods, where we found the tree father. The Woodfather had fallen and lay dying, and we crossed over his body, and in his hand was a small sapling that still grew. And we passed the day here in quiet contemplation until night fell upon us, and that's where we left off, was nighttime here, where the tree father had fallen. Now, we had a good rest. We are well rested as dawn begins to crest above the mountains. During one of the watches of the night, Antaeus, give me an awareness roll. Oh, that helm does you no good. Do you want to push that at all?
No, I'm not going to push that.
Okay. So there was a storm off to the northeast while we slept. It didn't come here. We weren't beset with rain or anything. But there was a pretty violent storm. You could see it just kind of the edge of the woods and flashes of lightning. And there was one particularly large flash of lightning and a loud crack of thunder that shook your entire frame. You felt it deep within your chest. And there was something about that strike of lightning that caught your attention, caught your eye. You don't know what that may have meant, but that seemed almost directed and personal. As the sun comes up, we are back in the... let's go back to the main map here. We're here on the western edge, near where it says Treefall. We also found... I don't know why this doesn't have excavation outlined. Let me mark that. There we go. That was the excavation there. But we now have the sapling that the druid asked for, as well as this tooth that presumably is a weapon. Perhaps we could ask the druid about that. But we have another quest. We were sent at the behest of Jarl Hrothgar to go to the Hoar Fell Barrows, and there go into the tomb of Thrym Calder, the first of the tribe of the Wolf, he who marked the end of the reign of the giants and the first reign of the first men. He was their first leader of this tribe, and he had a blade laid across his chest in his repose called Jötunnblað. And we were asked to go and retrieve it. And in one of those little twists of fate, of course, his tribe was forbidden to set foot there because it was hallowed ground. And so he asked us, since we weren't of the tribe, to go and do it. And so that's where we left off. We're over on the western end of the map, near the remains of the Woodfather. We've got a few quests ahead of us. We can return to the Druid. We can go retrieve Jötunnblað. Obdurian. That morning, as you're looking out over the tree, over the forest, what does Obdurian feel like? Where is his heart? What does it guide him?
To the Tree Father. Well, an Obdurian does have some knowledge of from his tribes, of the tree kin of old, and not necessarily sacred, but I think he's definitely, trying to get to this wood. Get to it, take a piece, yeah.
Now, the Woodfather's lying there, and it looks as though he had been marred by axes. Someone took an axe to him, whether to fell him or after he had fallen to take some wood off. And we did find that woodsman who was choking on bits of wood. But there is a purpose for Obdurian to take that piece of a treekin. And do you reveal that purpose to anyone?
Probably. It's good knowledge to have. He's got a journal from his mother, as blood-marked wood, that kind of tells him all of the abilities, and it's written there that if he is able to do a skin art ritual with this, it gives him a new mark, which is a pretty powerful ability.
Is that something that you can do here, or do you need to go somewhere else to do that? How does that ritual work?
He does need to get some incense, so this would take a while. He can gather like herbs and flowers in the woods, but he doesn't have any of yet.
Yeah. Now, describe for us how you take that piece of bark.
Yeah, he does. I mean, this thing's been marred with an axe, so he'd probably start there. He does have a knife that he just tried to shear off a piece, a decent-sized chunk. He doesn't really know how much he'll need.
Give me an awareness roll as you are doing this.
Oh dear. You see that improvement mark pop up.
It's like, oh, is it good or is it bad? Perfect. So as you're getting this, all you can think of is this skin art ritual and all the things that you must need. And there's excitement with this. And you're just solely focused on this. That everything else kind of fades away. All of your presence is focused on this rather than outwards as far as what's going on in the woods or near you. And you get this piece, and you think this should be ample, and place it into a pouch. The camp is torn down. It's time to get on the move. Lothar, what about you? What are you doing there this morning? Where does your heart tell you to go?
Well, I think that Lothar would be perhaps enjoying the relative tranquility of this grove, and perhaps preparing supplies for our return journey.
Yeah, there's a source of water here. You can ensure that that's ready to go. And what about Ursula?
Ursula is very much in of the desire to get back to the druid, to give this seed so that the father can be replaced. One of the gods that she reaches out to is of the hunt and the forest, and seeing one of the elders like this felled, whether it be whether it was the axe or something else that did it, is a sobering experience, and she wishes to have the next generation start.
Oh, wonderful. And Antaeus, how about you?
Antaeus is a little bit. I don't know if he would have a strong feeling one way or the other. I think going after the blade would appeal to him, for sure.
Would a fighter be interested in planting trees or gathering herbs? No, he wants the cold steel.
Yes, he would be after the weapon of power.
With that thought in your mind, after seeing that lightning strike, maybe you take that as an omen of some sort. That maybe, and whether or not you are a religious fellow, maybe whatever gods rule this land, maybe they're watching. Now, as you head out on your journey, since we've missed a couple of sessions and scheduling may get difficult if we continue to push this off, we're gonna speed up some of the actual journey parts. I might do 1 or 2 bushcraft rolls to get us from here all the way over to Skogstam where the druid is. Much of this land we have traversed before. We know many of the paths and some of the dangers, but there will still be a few encounters here and there. So, do we want to head out to the druid first? It's sort of on the way. The sword is at the Hoar Fell Barrows, which is kind of just to the north of the druid. Plus, we know the crossing at Ingmar's Crossing is safe. I will need one of us to make a bushcraft roll.
Well, Lothar is ready to lead.
Excellent. And so, is this a new... Did you just barely get this one, Pathfinder? Or have you had this for a while?
I've had it for a while.
Okay. Go ahead and make your bushcraft roll with a boon. Ooh, nice. Take the dragon. With Pathfinder, you easily find your way. You come back the way that we came. You go past the excavation site and you look down at Hrimvarngrim, the ash warden that has fallen there in ages untold. And you can see, as you get close with the dragon, you see many trees near here that are blackened, and they weren't like that before. You suspect that the lightning strikes from the previous day may have caused this. And with the dragon, give me a spot hidden roll. Oh, nice. You spot a few trees that have... one looks like it took a direct hit. It has split in half, and half of it is lying on the ground. The other half is pointing up like a fractured bone, blackened and blasted apart. But there's something about that looks odd. You see in the morning sun a glint of reflection off of something, maybe metal, near where that tree is. Almost looks like it's inside where the tree is.
Well, could be a number of things. Perhaps some sort of weird petrification from the lightning strike. I'm not sure what would cause such a thing to occur in a tree, but that would be my best guess.
Yeah, and do you get closer to investigate?
I will investigate from a safe distance.
From a safe distance, you look and and you see what looks to be a hammer, a rather large hammer with a strange ice blue head and a wooden shaft. It seems as though the tree had grown around this. Now, as a person of the woods, you know that if something, say this hammer, were placed up next to a tree and left for hundreds of years, the tree might actually grow around and essentially swallow that hammer. And it looks like that's what happened here. But the wood is untouched, the metal is untarnished. If it's been in this tree, this thing is very, very old.
Well, I will find Antaeus and tell him that there's a hammer that seems to be lodged in this tree, though I lack the strength to pull it free. Perhaps you might be able to retrieve this hammer, that we might inspect it.
The tree is no place for a hammer.
Do you approach?
Absolutely.
As you get closer, the tree is still smoldering slightly. The wood is burned. This thing is probably on fire a few hours ago, but the wood of the hammer is untouched. There is no soot at all on the head, and as you reach out your hand, you hear a peal of thunder, and you look around. There's no clouds in the sky. And you grasp the head of the hammer. It is wedged into that tree as though it has grown into the tree and become part of it. It will take a strength roll to pull that free. You pull it free and you study this hammer. There is writing on the head of it. It's old writing, and you can give me a languages roll to try and read that, but it's very difficult to make it out what it says.
Literacy is not Antaeus' strong point, so
No.
perhaps he asked one of his companions if they could make out the inscription.
Anyone good with languages? Maybe Ursula?
Yes, I think it says hammer on there. If you look at the runes this way, it seems to say hammer.
Yeah, Lothar has no clue. Ooh.
Yeah, MC Hammer. You're right.
Holy moly.
Look at that. So the other members of the party look and can make these are older than any proto-language I'm familiar with, but Antaeus, you can read it, and there's a name inscribed on here. It says Reynard's Retribution. This hammer is incredibly old. It has likely resided deep inside this tree for ages. And in your hand, it feels comfortable, almost calling to you to pick this up, as though it was intended that you wield this hammer. Do you accept it?
Antaeus would definitely accept this and see this as maybe a blessing from the gods that
Now, you're going to have the hammer in your equipped weapons. There's also going to be something in your inventory called Reynard's Retribution Effects, because this hammer gives you a boon on sneaking. This hammer, as the more you hold it, the more memories seem to come to you, memories that you've never had. It's almost like the hammer is imparting memories of a fox, and perhaps a tribe of the fox that once dwelt in these lands. You've never heard of such things, but perhaps that's who was here before the time of the tribe of the wolf. But this hammer was crafted by a smith in the tribe of the fox. And most hammers you wouldn't consider to be subtle or silent or stealthy, but this one imparts a sense of quiet upon you, much like a fox stalking prey through the woods. Now, this is a is a very, very fine hammer. If you use it, it does. It's enchanted, so you'll get a dragon on a 1, 2, 3, or actually a 4. This is enchanted 3, and it also does a little bit more damage than the hammer that you have now. And so this is a very fine weapon, and you almost feel as though this hammer meant for you to find it.
Antaeus recognizes the gravity of the situation and holds Raynar's retribution with proper respect.
Excellent. Let's continue.
Yes,
on.
let's just find some pumpkins and test it out properly.
Some watermelons. It's the sledge-o-matic. Let's do another bushcraft roll as we make our way across the woods towards the druid. Nice. Lothar, you get us to near the lake, and you can hear a commotion up ahead. In fact, Obdurian probably notices it first. His ears perk up, and you sniff the wind, and you, Obdurian, you get a smell of elk.
Ooh.
What do you do?
We're traveling. He just smells an elk.
Yeah, you can hear sound up ahead, and the smell of elk is on the wind.
I think he would definitely start investigating. He hopes. I mean, he always hopes to be able to hunt something. So
Yeah.
just trying to find out what it is.
Do you sneak up on it?
Yes.
Give me a sneaking roll. Oh, nice. You stalk your way up through the woods, and you see this magnificent bull elk. A huge rack of antlers that seem to be caught in some brush, and he's squat down trying to pull his antlers free. He looks exhausted, as though he's been at this for some time, perhaps a day or more. His hair is matted on his body from exertion and perspiration, and his tongue is lolling out. His eyes are wide as he sees you and senses that perhaps his end is near.
Perhaps. Jeez. Well, yeah, I think.
Do you try to free him? Do you harvest him?
Oh, it's just, well, I feel like Obdurian would kind of feel the responsibility to free it. Feels a little, I don't know, it's no sport.
So it's going to take a beast lore roll, and if the others come up, they can help you as well. I'm going to need a successful beast lore roll or a riding roll to calm the animal, and then it will take a sleight of hand to get him free. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you can tell that this thing does not pose a threat at all. Ursula thinks she could probably ride it, but not in its current condition. But Obdurian, you can tell that this thing does not mean a threat to you, but if you move wrong, it will gore you with those antlers. And so a sleight of hand roll, you'll able to get it free.
Yeah. I don't think Obdurian's very confident about that. He's definitely looking at the others and asking if, well, anybody want to try to get this thing free. It's going to be a little bit of an effort.
So that would just be trying to move branches away from the antlers. But if you can come up with alternatives, you're welcome to do so. What does Ursula say?
Sorry, I'm checking my trying to check my gods and everything, see if what would help me here.
Ooh, yeah.
I do have the god of hunting and fishing. I can receive an ability to rest while not needing it or ignore my next range attack. So I will
I think that would be the right god. And maybe I would give a boon on a sleight of hand roll to free it, as you calm the elk.
All right, I will attempt to calm the elk then. This is
With a dragon.
okay.
Yeah, no problem. So,
Definitely the right guy.
yeah, describe for me how you get this elk free.
So, basically approaching it, trying to. I mean, I'm a bearkin. It's an elk.
It's probably
it's
terrified.
it's already afraid of me. And so, using the soothing words of Skadi of the North, trying to let the elk know that we're not here to hurt it. Maybe feed it. If it's been here for a while, just kind of get some of the mats out. Get its fur straightened. As I'm, on my other hand, loosening the branches, pulling it away, so that at some point it just kind of thinks it's freed itself, either out of terror or out of stubbornness type thing.
As soon as it senses that the tree is no longer pulling at it, it bolts. And it takes about 5 or 6 rapid steps, and you can see its legs are wobbling. It's very weak, but it turns and regards you, almost waiting to see, are you going to pursue? It looks at Abdurian as well, and Lothar and Dennis, and it pauses. Perhaps it doesn't know if it has the strength to flee from all of you. Does it stand and fight? You see this moment of hesitation on it.
No intent to pursue. I apparently have 2 backpacks. Why do I have 2 backpacks?
Ooh. You have a backpack for your backpack.
Yeah. That's right. I think we picked an extra one up somewhere, but it doesn't matter. Or I don't know. What does this do? Let's do this. I don't think filtration is going to open it, but figuring that it is very scared and exhausted, I will pour into a bowl or something my potion of resolve, let it drink that to get some willpower back, so that it is good enough to make decisions on its own.
It approaches cautiously. It looks at this. You can tell it must be very dehydrated. It sees that liquid in the bowl and approaches slowly, head low, sniffing, eyeing carefully, skittering back, and then coming a little closer until finally it nuzzles down into the liquid and quickly drinks heartily from that. And it rises up, tosses its head a few times, its great antlers thrashing against the low branches, and then it turns and trots off at a slow gait into the woods, not even looking back, clearly unafraid of being followed. But you get a sense that you had a moment to choose mercy or kindness, and you chose kindness, and this may come back to repay you at some point. Perhaps the forest will take note of your deeds and repay them.
I'm happy to hunt for food when necessary, to put creatures out of misery when necessary. But having seen one ancient of the forest felled, I don't need to see a second one.
Yeah, absolutely. You continue on your way, and you make it to Ingmar's crossing. Do you have any business with Ingmar, or do you want to continue on to the Druid? To the Druid? Alright. Let's do one more bushcraft roll if we can as we cross over. Does Lothar want to take that one again?
Sure. I will do that bushcraft roll.
Nice. Okay. You managed to get back to Skogsdam without any difficulty at all. Let's take us back there. And I don't need Agatha here. There we go. And you meet with the druid, and he is overjoyed to see you bringing back the sapling. The druid receives the sapling as one would receive a child, carefully and reverently. Only then does he speak. And he says, "You have proven your worth. Your heart and will are strong. Tell me, did you meet Thrym, the ash-buried warden? Was there a gift?" And he looks intently at each one of you. Who carries the tooth?
Yes, we did find the dragon and retrieved the tooth. I believe Lothar is carrying the tooth.
He does not reach out for the tooth at once, but he asks you to produce it.
Sure, I will hold it out that he might look at our prize.
He closes his eyes, and the forest hushes. There's no wind, no birds, not even the creak of branches. And at last he speaks. "Yes, the forest remembers this weapon against demon kind." And he gestures to the tooth, but he does not touch it. "That fang pierced the abyssal hide of a demon prince when the world was younger than your oldest stories. It felled a prince of flame and hunger, not with rage, but with purpose." And he opens his eyes and he fixes Lothar with a steady gaze. "The name of the dragon was Skaldrún." And let me cut and paste that. "The blow that struck the demon has never ended." And then he finally lays 2 fingers against the tooth. Frost creeps outward from his touch and then stops. "Demon blood stains memory as much as flesh. Those who touch it, knowingly or not, still answer its call." And he withdraws his hand. "This tooth remembers how to kill such things. Strike true, and it will unmake demons, and those bound to demon memory. Do not waste it. This is incredibly valuable. I will plant..."
Yes.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, please continue.
"I will plant the sapling here in Skogsdam, so that the Woodfather's line may continue unbroken, passed down from acorn to root to branch, again and again. Every day that the sun shines across this land, the line of the Woodfather remains."
Yes, while I have not heard the name of this demon that you've spoken of, I certainly know the perils and dangers of demons, for I've heard the tale of Leechroy, one of the elder demons, so I certainly know that they can be dangerous.
Yes, one of the first that bred its slimy self across this land. Great were the wars between dragon and demon, and Skaldrún, who we now call Hrymvarngrim. He dealt the demons a mighty blow, and may his tooth strike yet another blow to those touched by their essence. The bodies of these beings lie scattered throughout the wildwood. Woe unto those who dwell upon those remains, for that taint and foulness of the demon will surely infect them, much as a wound becomes infected if it is not cleansed. May this tooth serve you well as it served its former master." And he bids you all of the luck that you need in your quest. He offers any aid that he can before you depart, and that aid can be in the form of training. So if anyone wants to do any training, he can train in animism, beast lore, bushcraft, crafting, healing, hunting and fishing, and he's got the following spells: Animal Whisperer, Engulfing Forest, Lightning Bolt, Purge, Sleep, and Treat Wound. Anyone interested in some training?
Well, Lothar is always interested to learn more about bushcraft wherever he can.
Beast Lord,
Right.
please.
Bushcraft and beast lore. So with the bushcraft, he asks Lothar to go with him to plant the sapling. And he asks you to make choices. Where is a good place to put this? Will there be adequate sun and water? Are there weeds nearby? And you take some time to scout out a spot. And you maybe find a few, and he nods his head, and another one, he's very silent and says, continue on, search for more. Until finally you both agree on a spot that you think would be perfect for this. Now, go ahead and check the bushcraft and then give yourself an improvement roll. See if you can improve that. No, he says, continue your journey. It will only serve you well to learn more. Now, Ursula mentioned beast lore. And he takes some time and he asks you about your journeys, and perhaps you tell him about the elk. And he spends time teaching you about the denizens of the woods, of their the way that they live and their behavior and their attitudes towards outsiders. And in doing so, you can go ahead and make an improvement roll on beast lore. See if you can improve that. Yes, it went up. So your dealing with the elk was beneficial. So then the next time that raises has to be through experience, not just through training. Anyone else want to learn Abdurian or Antaeus?
Slowly but slowly learning.
Not necessarily learning, but Abdurian would want to ask if this man has any incense, because that would be useful.
He says, I do have some indeed. But first, you must tell me why you desire it, for it is a product of nature. We take the honey from the bees, we take flowers and herbs and grind them up to make it. Rather than simply give you some, I will teach you. And this will be a bushcraft improvement roll, if you want to try to improve your bushcraft.
That makes sense, because Abdurian is also, you need to do the bushcraft to get incense, so...
Yeah.
He's just teaching me how to do it.
Oh, hey, look at that. It goes up.
And then when you improve something, there's a check on it, right? You can only improve it. You can't train it again, right?
Your next time you improve it can't be through training. It has to be through experience.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted to make a note of that.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you some incense. That should be in your inventory. Yep, under tiny items. And what about Antaeus? Anything that you want to try to learn from the Druid of the Wooden Path? You can teach, for you, awareness, beast lore, bushcraft, crafting, healing, hunting and fishing. Any of those sound interesting? Oh, are you muted? Nope. Damon, are you there? Hey, Craig, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to play?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hop on board. And Damon, are you there? I do not hear Damon.
It says his mic is on.
Let me drop. Oh, Agatha's already on here. Excellent. Agatha, is there anything that you want to learn from the Druid of the Wooden Path?
Would love to learn from him how to sink deeper into my animism.
He is very skilled in animism, and he will ask you.
Big
Yeah, he'll ask you first what it is that that you know. Maybe you show him some of your skills with animism, and you know that he is far better at it than you are, but he is not condescending at all. He is more than happy to teach you. If you want to check the animism box, he will spend time with you to try to improve that.
Hello?
Oh, there you are, Damon.
Ah, there we go. Okay. I don't know. I did. Microphone was acting up.
That's okay. It happens. Oh, Agatha, your animism improved. Antaeus, is there any skill you want to try to learn from the Druid of the Wooden Path?
No, I think Antaeus is busy staring lovingly at his new hammer.
As one does.
Yeah.
Excellent. And we happened to meet Agatha here with the Druid. She came back. Maybe that's how your animism improved. You had spent some time with him, and we get back here, and you're here. And I am glad you're here because we're going to go fight a boss today. Anything else you guys want to do here in Skogstam before we go find that boss?
Mm.
Do you want to try your skin art?
I'm kind of thinking if we're going to fight the boss, it might be nice because he needs a shift to do that.
Yeah, so you could spend that time here before we head out.
Then yeah, I think definitely that would be ideal.
And I'm gonna see if I can hurry.
doing tattoos.
He is tattooing himself. Yes.
Didn't realize this was in Coachella.
Let me grab the. I'll make an item for this real quick, and maybe you can describe for us how this ritual goes down.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome profession actually. It's well described in the book. Leaves a lot of it up to you as well, which is nice. He's just got this clay pot. He's got the treekin bark in there, the incense, and it requires you to be in solitude and concentration. So he's just out in the woods with this pot, kind of melting down the bark or whatever. Adding in the ritual tools. It's kind of vague, but it's a whole process, and he's just tattooing himself with this mark, which just grants him the ability of the creature that it was. A slightly watered down ability, but this one's a pretty good one if it can get it right. Skin out roll, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay, so I was just checking in the book. Ooh.
Got it. So you prepare the paints, basically, that you're going to paint yourself with. And let me put this on here. 3. That's the mark of the woods. I forgot to make this ahead of time, but I'm making it right now.
What do your tattoos do for you?
He's currently got 2. I guess this is his 3rd. His first one is like the mark of the adder. It gives him a poisonous bite. Also, the bite's antidote. He can have any of the 3 poisons depending on the willpower used. So he just kind of bites you and then you get poisoned. That's the hope. And the mark of the cat lets him push a dodge an extra time without taking a condition. So theoretically, he can roll dodge 3 times. Kind of useful. And Mark of the Woods is the new one, which essentially just gives him plate armor for a stretch. He gets 6 armor. The skin hardens. It just turns to wood. I actually imagine this is really painful and not a good experience for him. It probably ruins his fur as well.
Oh, yeah.
But it gives him 6 armor. It counts as plate, so I could just give him a plate armor and then change the name as well. So it gives him the Banes of the armor, I think, is evade and stuff. So that's cool. And also double damage from fire. And he's really slow in it. So, yeah. It's a bit of a curse.
Let me drop that on you, and we will change the name of that plate. Call it Bark Skid. There you go.
That will be good against the boss, I imagine.
Absolutely. Excellent. So we spend a couple of days here training, doing the skin art ritual. Let's go back to our big map. And we have a trek to get to the Hoar Fell Barrows. Now, we've not been this way, so we're gonna do this one kind of according to the book. So it's gonna take us a day to journey there. So I will need a bushcraft roll for us to get to the Hoar Fell Barrows.
I definitely can do that.
Go for it. Can do. When we reach the Hoar Fell Barrows, now this is going to take roughly a day, so we can camp there tonight and go in the morning, or we can go in at night. Depends on how eager you are to get in there. Here's the Hoar Fell Barrows. You see a ring of standing stones, and there are a smaller circle of stones in the middle, and the rings look ancient. These have been here for a very long time. Much of the looks like carvings on them has worn off with weathering and age, but there's a strange spiral pattern on the ground around that circle, and it looks as though nothing grows where the dirt is there. Weeds and grass have poked up around it, but it's compelling that it is such a fine mark. And in fact, of durian, it reminds you of some of the skin art that you wear. That it's almost like this is a tattoo on the earth to grant some sort of power.
Why?
And as you approach, give me a skin art roll of durian.
Oh, just out of his range.
Do you push it?
You know what? I do want to push that. Probably a bad idea. Oh.
Yep. If it is skin art, it's not one that you're familiar with. But you get the sense that this is, if it is still active, it's likely still powerful, but it may be have lost its potency over time. You don't know how old or how long ago Thrym Calder died and was buried, but you suspect it was a long time ago. If it was, the end of the reign of the giants and the first reign of the first men, it was probably centuries, if not millennia ago. This is supposedly the site where he was buried, but you see no way in. There's no portal, no door, no gate. Climb up on the rocks.
Look, this one looked like a nice human, like easy to fit space rock. Yeah.
You climb up and
Oh dear.
and sit, and the sun has gone down. Night is falling, and the moonlight begins to cause shadows to be cast coming across this glade, and the moonlight seems to slightly reflect on that spiral, causing it to glow with a faint silver. Lothar, give me a beast lore roll. Dennis is not happy. In fact, his tail is down low, and he's softly whimpering next to you. He does not like this place.
Well, certainly if Dennis doesn't like it, I'll be more on my guard for what might be disturbing him.
As Ursula goes to that side and Antaeus goes to that side of the circle, you see that silver light begin to get brighter. That moonlight seems to really take to that spiral pattern. And you swear when you first arrived it wasn't anything metallic, but it looks like almost like molten metal or like mercury in that, like a liquid light.
How tall are these stones here?
They're
In fact-
about maybe 5 feet tall. You can see right over the top of it.
Should we throw a rock in there, maybe? See what happens?
Or Peapod.
Oh, I forgot about Peapod. He's probably squeaking all the hell right
Yeah,
now.
he does not like this either. In fact, he is nestled up inside your plate. And Lothar, as you get closer, you see that not only do the lines look like liquid metal, but they seem to be moving, like there's a flow to them. And the rest of you didn't notice that until Lothar got close, and now it looks like there's more happening there.
Well, I will hold out the tooth and see if it seems to have an effect on the sand.
You produce the tooth, and in your hands it feels ice cold. And as Agatha gets close, Agatha, you feel a chill coming off of this spiral on the ground. And as the tooth comes out, it's cold in your hands. Lothar, do you recall the name of the dragon?
Sure, it was Thrym or something of the sort.
No, that was not the name. The druid did mention the name.
Well, I suppose we need to head back.
What was that name again?
Was it Skaldrun?
Skaldrun. Yes, and do you speak that out loud, Antaeus?
I don't think Antaeus would say it of his own volition, so probably not.
That was the name. You know the name, but Lothar, he says Hrimvarngrim, and nothing seems to happen. Although it feels cold.
And then Antaeus would say the name of the dragon, since we're naming things. So
No sooner do the words pass your lips than the entire spiral begins to slowly turn in a counterclockwise fashion and lower down like a funnel into the ground, and you see the liquid metal spill down, and you see a set of stairs leading down in a spiral pattern.
Well, I think that's the way to go.
Well done.
And
Is Agatha offering to go first, it would seem.
that's sure what it sounded
Could
like.
She'll go first.
It is pitch black when you get in there. Do we have a source of light? Or does someone want to take some light?
Durian does have a torch. I don't know if he's fond of using it, but he has one, yeah.
My God, is light.
Agatha
I'll light it.
Agatha lights a torch as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Did we rest when we were with the drug?
Yeah, you should have had a full rest unless you've... Yeah, let me... There we go. Get rid of your sickly. Perfect. Alright, let me take you to the first room. And let's get some music going here. No, that's not the one I want. That's the... All right. As you enter in, this place is filled with with dust and dirt, likely undisturbed for ages untold. You see two paths ahead of you. There is one straight to the east and one to the southeast. Which way do you choose to go? That way.
Why are you already playing fight music?
I don't know. You want to go that way,
Let's
Abdurian?
take a look around.
If you want to,
That's kind of where he's leaning.
if you want to take a look around, Agatha, you can give me a spot hidden roll.
No, I was just walking in the wrong direction.
Oh.
But yeah, I'll do a spot hidden.
Yeah.
Look, I rock. Shit.
There are indeed rocks. Do you want to push that?
No, I'm not pushing it for rocks.
Okay. Head on into the next chamber. Let me drop us in here. 1 second.
Is it down here?
And I'll get this active. As you head up that passageway, Abdurian, you see roots and various bits of vegetation. There's wormholes all through here. You see a couple different ways to go. There is a path to your right. You can go straight ahead and down, or you can go up and to the left. Now, let me have Ursula give me an awareness roll. Ursula, can you give me an awareness roll, please? Oh, nice. As you gather up here where you see different paths to go, you hear the shifting of stones and the scattering of pebbles as something begins to lurch up from beneath the ground. And you see 3 figures, skeletal figures, rise up, alerted to your presence as though their rest has not been disturbed for quite some time. Go ahead and draw an initiative card. All right, Antaeus, you're up first. I think this one didn't.
Does anybody want to trade with the bard so she can play her bagpipe?
Perhaps Abdurian? You want to go early, right?
It'll, especially if you're given boons.
Yeah, Abdurian would be happy to. One or two, I mean, Antaeus either. I don't know. Abdurian, yeah, 2's fine.
I would say, yeah, I mean, I'm going to try and one of these off here before I can get too close.
Yeah.
So
Antaeus, you're up.
Mateus is going to swing some retribution.
Nice. First swing is a hit. Roll damage. Whew, it's a lot of dice. How does this happen? How do you absolutely crush that skeleton?
So as the skeleton starts to kind of animate and come forward, Mateus is going to swing retribution straight down on the skull and just crack it open, crush it open.
Nice. A loud crack reverberates through as you drive the skull straight down through the rib cage, and bones just scatter in a pile at your feet. Now, you still have 1, 2, 3. You have 2 squares of movement left if you want to take it. And then it will be Obdurian's turn. Do you want to swap with Agatha?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Agatha, you are up.
All right, she will fire up her bagpipes and I believe it'll be Thunderstruck.
Nice. Excellent. So, boons for everybody. And then you've got movement if you want to take it. Otherwise, it's Ursula's turn.
No, I think that's a good spot, and I'm gonna be right back in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, there's it on.
Yeah, he's hiding up there behind that little piece of wall.
With the bone. Oh. Yay, good enough.
Nice. Easily done. How do you best that one?
Just walk up, walk in the head, keep walking, like, so others can get in there if they need to. Be done.
Nice. Lothar, you're up. Ooh. Still a hit. I forgot you have an 18. Now, piercing damage is cut in half on skeletons. But still is enough to produce a little blood. Obdurian.
Just run up and punch it in the skull. See how that
Nice.
does.
Do your unarmed attack. Ooh. You guys are making short work of these.
For vanity, I'll add Iron Fist to that. Iron Jaw, I guess. He's
Same
Iron,
idea,
whatever it
same
needs to be.
idea.
Just add a D6.
Go ahead and roll damage. Add that d6. Ooh. Okay. Let me deal that again. Oh, that's enough to. Oh, why is it only doing 1? Come on. No, that should be enough to do it. There it goes. Okay. How do you take that one out?
Perfect. He's still got a lot of movement, so I think he just kind of is running through and he just cleaves its head off with his fist as he's moving past.
Nice. And as you get up there to the kind of the top of that ledge next to Ursula, you get a whiff of something. If you continue on that passage, it's a smell that to your wolfkin senses smells like prey. And maybe it's the smell of these skeletons. You get the sense that there are more of them up there. Excellent. Let's since the immediate foe is vanquished, do we want to go that way, or we can go any of the other ways?
I think Obdurian would just kind of shout, I think there's more of them down this way, but not looked at the other ways.
Well, lead on.
Let me...
More than happy to, yeah.
certainly the direction of danger is the direction of the blade which we seek.
Hang on 1 second. Did not paste
My bad.
Durian here. Where's the Durian? Sorry, let me just grab everybody here. Copy and paste. There we go. Okay, let me take us to the next one. And here you find yourselves at the top of a ledge, and it seems like the only way down is through this little breach in the wall. Let me have Abdurian make an acrobatics roll as you're the first one down there.
Oh dear.
The rocks are loose, and you know that if you're not careful, you could slip and fall. Now it's not a deep drop, but it's enough. It may knock you prone, and may leave you, maybe a few little scratches here and there. If you want to be cautious, you could use a rope or something if we have one. If not, do you want to push that?
Well, I don't have a rope. Might want to push that. Oh dear. Yeah.
It says a rope.
Well, probably would be a good idea. Everyone else has to do it too.
So everyone else could climb down. Maybe Antaeus holds the rope, but then Antaeus, you're kind of on your own unless you tie the rope to something up there, and you'd have to leave it.
Well, they could just catch me.
That's true.
Sure, I don't weigh a whole lot.
So let me move Antaeus. I'm going to move you to right here. You've got the rope. Abdurian, do you go down first?
Yeah, he's following the trail of the scent.
Yeah, I'm going to put you down here. It's much stronger down here. Who goes down next? Agatha, you're next. You get lowered with the rope, and Abdurian, give me an awareness roll with a boon.
Oh wow, well, I'm glad there was a boon at least.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, the smell of prey is all around you, but you don't get any real sense of direction. Give me 1 second here. However, you hear movement down below, and I'm going to drag us into initiative. And as you start to move, you can see shapes down here at this end. Things moving.
I have two of
in
me.
the dark. You have what?
There's two of me, just by the way. I have another token, that's why, up in the corner.
Oh, why is?
Oh.
Yeah. Let me.
But
Well, let me get rid of this one.
oh
How
no, it's
weird.
these guys.
And let me move you down there. There we go. There we go. Okay.
That goes there.
Go ahead and draw initiative. Go ahead and draw for everyone else here. And we're gonna start. So Abdurian, you can go first. You do hear that movement coming from
He would.
down.
You could trade with Agatha too, if that's what you want.
Do you want to trade with
Does make an
Agatha?
immense difference. Yeah, can't hurt. Although Dennis and then Agatha right next, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah.
All right, Agatha, you are up.
All right, she's going to strike up the bacon. I'm gonna have to fight once more.
Nice. Boons for everyone. You have movement as well, Agatha. If you want to take it, you can move 5 squares. Dennis, your turn.
Dennis will sniff the air and point out to Lothar in which direction the danger lies.
Down where the others are.
Well, I was hoping that he might tell me where in the darkness, or like a general direction, so that I'd know where to look.
Give me a beast lore roll. He's pointing kind of directly south of you, kind of down here, but then he turns his head sort of in the direction, kind of the way that Agatha is standing as well. And so you don't know, are there multiples? Is he confused? You're not sure. Abdurian.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
Yes.
there are multiples.
Okay, if there's one role I wanted to see, it's that one.
Nice. So you armor yourself.
Yes. His skin turns to very heavy wood, and I imagine it's very painful. Yeah.
You've still got a
He does
little
have a bow.
movement.
He's actually got a lot, although it halves his movement when he uses this.
So you've used 3. You've got 2 squares of movement left.
Well, yeah. Knowing there's some in both directions, I think he's just going to take a stand in the middle. He can only see one now, but...
Just wait. More are coming.
Let's be fancy with it. We've got a boon. Just a straight roll, because Twin Shot gives a bane. Oh, jeez, well. I'll push that. Oh, no. Break the bow. It's not Forbidden Lands.
Nice, that's a hit.
Phew.
Double shots on that guy.
Correct.
Nice. All piercing damage is cut in half. Let me give him half damage from the first one, and half damage from the second one. Nice. He takes a little. He is not bloody, but he felt that one. And this guy. He will move up. That's his whole turn. He has to. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's all he can move. Ursula.
Alright. Come down here a little bit. Shoot this guy. Skills. No. Okay. It was right. You can tell it's been a while. I forget how to play this game. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. I have a boon because of the bagpipes.
Yep. Nice. Roll damage. And
Yeah.
it will be cut in half.
Yep.
It's piercing damage, but he still takes a little bit of that.
And I'll be done.
That's his movement. That's all he can do. Antaeus, it's your turn. You're still holding the rope.
So, Antaeus, seeing the clear and present danger with his comrades there, could I use adaptive instead of doing acrobatics, but do just
Absolutely.
down?
So it could be any other skill. You wouldn't be able to use strength, but let's look at your skills. You could do.
What I was thinking of strength of just to jump down and take the impact kind of a thing.
If you well, let's see. If you want to do like spears or hammers, you can use your hammer as kind of like as a to to guide you down, like if you're using like a pole, if you're climbing, or a cane or something to help you down. Using adaptive, I will let you use your hammer skill to get yourself down.
I will do that.
And you get a boon on it. Nice. Yep, you managed to get down. You could go ahead and move. You got 5 squares of movement.
Does that count as part of my movement?
No. So, so that's your action, is the climbing down. That'll get you down. In fact, that'll get you to like here. So now you're down. So now you still have 5 squares of movement. So you wouldn't be able to move down and swing your hammer.
Gotcha.
But you could go right there to Guardian both of those people.
Yep, that's what I'll do.
Lothar. Left all up in the dark.
This is cool. Arrows just raining down around us.
Mm-hmm. Don't roll a demon, and you get a boon. Nice. Roll damage twice.
All right, against the first barbarian, and then the
Nice.
one behind him. And my bow is magic, so I don't know if that affects these guys.
They still take half from piercing. Yeah. And then this is on this guy down here.
Yes.
Okay, let me update that. Update target. There we go. And deal half damage. Perfect. And there's a little blood coming from that guy there. Alright. 1 is Agatha, 2 is Abdurian. Going after Agatha. They do not like the skirl of your bagpipes.
No.
He brings his
Nor
heavy...
does
Yeah, no one does. Brings his heavy two-handed axe straight down upon your head. That is going to be a hit. Do you have like fast footwork, or do you want to take this blow?
Take it.
Famous last
That is a
words.
two-handed axe.
These
Yeah,
do
that's
a
brave.
ton of damage.
Yes, they do.
Nice. A little blood coming out of Agatha. Never hurt nobody. We go to the next round. Agatha, you're up first. Do you want to switch with Dennis so you keep the song going?
No, I'm working on conserving my willpower. I'm gonna find a weak spot.
Ooh, nice. Because yeah, these guys do have armor on.
Hold on, I have to. I was popped out. They wouldn't let me roll.
I guess in Foundry version 14, pop out is going to be a native feature, so it should fix the problem of popping out causing issues. Nice. Roll damage.
16. 6. Bypassing armor, though.
Nice. Excellent. He is bloody as well. And you've got movement if you want to take it, Agatha. You may provoke attacks if you do, but the option's yours.
No, I'll stay right here.
This guy is going after a durian. Two-handed axe comes in, slashing straight down upon your head, like he's splitting a log. And that is a fail. Ursula, your turn.
Continue shooting. Oh. Do this up. No. There we go. Am I obscured if I'm up here?
No. You've got
Okay.
the high ground.
Sure. Let's push that. We're gonna get mad. That should do it.
Nice. Ooh, nice. Take half damage from that. That may take him out. Yes. How do you take that guy out?
No, he took half damage, so I shot him in one eye instead of both.
Nice. Lothar.
Does anyone want to switch with Lothar? Perhaps Obdurian?
Yeah, he wouldn't say no, I suppose.
Abdurian, you are.
Lothar will switch then.
Abdurian's up.
Perfect.
Ooh, almost a dragon.
I'll add a d6 to that.
Okay.
How much difference? Well, fine, not bad.
5 more. Let me deal that. And then I'll tack on 5 additional. Ooh, that's actually going to finish him off. How do you take this guy out?
Okay, nice. He just punches him in the head. These guys must be pretty close to decaying, and it just crushes his skull.
Nice. Do you move at all?
He could move. He could just leave. He could just back up a little.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
You'd have to
Do an evade.
evade from
Yes,
that
with
guy.
a bane.
Yep.
Yeah. Why not? We're gonna go crazy. Sorry, Agatha.
Give me that evade roll.
Oh, dude, the
Ooh.
banes look at you every time.
Do you push?
This is a not very tactical decision, I have to say. Yeah. Wow. Sure.
You got it. Antaeus.
Do we get a boon?
No, the boons are gone
No.
from the back.
Boons are gone.
steps.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
I don't need a boon.
No, no boon needed. Ooh-wee. How do you take that guy out? So far, this hammer's working out quite well for you.
It seems to be attracted to skulls, so same thing. Straight on down the top of that.
Nice.
Crushes it right where it is.
And you seem to have vanquished whatever foes were lurking in this part of the crypt. And it strikes you as unfortunate that perhaps the dead walk down here. This is what was first thought to be simply go into the tomb and take the sword is now fight your way in. But would you expect any less? So now getting down, there's no rope, so this will require an acrobatics roll for those up there getting down. Well, there is a rope. I guess you left the rope up there, but someone would have to hold it. Do you push that, Ursula?
Nope, not quite.
Lothar makes it. Ursula, you're going to take this, and armor has no effect.
Sure.
You take 2. Not bad. Now, from here, it looks like there's a path down here that leads into the darkness, as well as potentially over here back the way you came. Dennis down with us.
Yeah.
And Agatha is, she's taking a beating.
Yeah, I'm trying to address that now.
Nice.
So that's, I think, 3d6. Yeah, 3d6.
Ooh. Agatha,
How much is that?
you are healed all the way.
Can I do a stretch rest or round rest? No. Stretch rest.
If everyone is okay with pausing here for 15 minutes to do a rest, then yes. Nice.
Did we search this guy's?
Nope, but while she's doing that, would be a great time to search if anyone wants to do a spot hidden roll.
Yeah, sure. I think I'll rest too. Yeah. Use a memento if you want. Yeah.
Spot is in fact hidden.
It is hidden. Does Lothar want to search as well? Or Antaeus? Nope, Lothar rests. All right, where to now? There's a path through here to an area that you have not investigated, or this way seems to be the direction that you just came.
Well, it seems like the spirit that lives here seemed to disturb Dennis. Perhaps if I point down these corridors, is there one that he seems most disturbed to enter? Any of these particular tunnels?
He does not want to go down here.
Well, I believe that the Jötunnblað likely lies down that path.
Let me take us here. Come out upon another bit of underground crypt. Now, most of these crypts should not be in this state, but it looks like this has been burrowed into. Dark things have crept up from deep in the earth, and maybe this is how the living dead have gotten out. And looking at this area, it looks very, very imposing. Which way to go is difficult to say. It looks as though perhaps to the south there is a short decline and maybe a path down there. And Agatha, give me an awareness roll. If you look for tracks, prints, anything like that, there's nothing in here. Nothing that gives you any pause for why does it look like this. You do think there's a path maybe down here that will let you get down off that little ledge rather than falling across it. So maybe if you come down to here, you can make your way further south. From there, you can probably walk along this path. And from up there, Ursula, you stand on the edge of a precipice, and you can see there's a depressed area down here.
Well, it appears that there are spider webs in this cavern. Does it seem like there are signs of recent activity by giant spiders or the likes?
Well, no tracks to speak of, but definitely webs, and some of them look very old, filled with dust and desiccated bodies of various insects that may have scuttled through here, beetles and the like. And I think you were stuck on a wall there, Lothar. Let me... Oops. Just drew a wall. Let me get rid of that wall. Sorry. Come down here. See where Dennis goes, and then you can work your way across. And from here, Agatha, it looks like there's maybe a few paths that you can take, but this seems to be the not not that one. This seems to be the right way. If you climb up here, it looks like that leads back up to where you started.
Oh,
Now, Ursula, give me a spot hidden roll. The hidden is not spotted.
that's odd.
Continuing up through here, looks like there's a little, perhaps was once a wall built, some sort of edifice, now partially crumbled, just the foundations remain. And then Agatha, it looks like to the south, the path continues on once you come forward.
Could I do a spot hidden roll to look for any secret passageways?
Yeah.
I would like to make this hunting and fishing. Perhaps it's as though I was looking for the burrow of an animal that I'd been hunting.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. In fact, you find... You find a path, and it was over near where you came down the little ledge over here. There's this, looks like maybe was a well or some sort of shaft, and peering down you see a mist, and the air smells cold down there, like that goes deep into some side passage or something. Do you climb down into that little hole there?
I will first take out my rope and perhaps tie it to something sturdy.
To Antaeus?
It should work, I think. The night hopefully won't let me fall.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, you give me one moment. Okay. And it is indeed traversable. You could climb down, you drop the rope down. As you begin to climb, you sense that this is a way that things that have come here looking for a meal have gone. They've gone through this little well shaft. And at the bottom, it opens up into a wider space. It looks like this would be a way to go to perhaps bypass some danger, or lead you into other danger, you don't know.
Well, does this look like the den of some sort of monster or animal that I would recognize?
I wouldn't say a den, but it looks slightly different. There is a lot more cold mist coming up from down here, as though you are entering an area where there could be water or ice or something frozen down here.
Well, I will call back up that I survived the descent, and it seems that this might be a faster way forward.
Do we want to head down that way?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Famous last words. We take some time climbing down, and you emerge out on a landing. And you can see there's a slight change in the hue here, the coloration. It's a little more on the blue side. That's to represent the coldness in the air. And you all feel that chill wash over you. This feels like a cemetery at night.
Is it cold enough that we would take the cold effect, or not quite that chilly?
Not quite that chilly, but you wouldn't want to stay down here for long.
Well, we should make our visit brief if we can.
Looks like
Well said.
the path continues up kind of in front of you. And again, there's more laid bricks and stones, and you see what was likely part of a column or obelisk or something here that's long since crumbled. And up here near Agatha, you see, looks like the wall has collapsed down. You can see a lip up there. You could possibly climb up there.
Upsies.
Now it will take an acrobatics roll to get up there.
You could maybe help boost Agatha.
Yeah, if someone wants to boost, they'll give you a boon. Agatha,
Oh, don't need it.
Does not need your
Slap
boon.
your hand away. Say, get away from me, small one. Watch this. Flippity flap.
Durian stares in awe.
Durian scrambles up. Oh, nice. Lothar gets up with a dragon. And Dennis simply leaps up. Oh, Ursula gets up. Now we all watch Antaeus try to scramble up this wall. Oh, the dragon would have been nice. Do you push it? Or do you adaptive it?
I'm not sure.
Could I grab the knight and pull? Perhaps that could give a boon?
Give him a boon.
So can I roll that acrobatics again then with a boon?
Yes. So this wouldn't be a push. You're not doing it yourself. Someone is reaching down and hoisting you because you weren't able to achieve this on your own.
So what am I rolling then?
Another acrobatics, but with a boon. Oh, nice.
All right.
You get up to the top of the wall, and let me take us to another screen. And this is probably a good place to take our break. Let me just drop us on this map. I'll activate it, and then we can take our break here. So let me get you guys on the map. So again, that cold blue mist is everywhere, and it looks as though there are some maybe pits right here. You don't know what that might be. It looks like there's a sheer drop off there. There is a faint glow of light coming from up here. You're not sure what that could be, but it seems as though light almost beckoning you forward. And you see stairs up here as well. Let's go ahead and take our break there. When we get back, we will hopefully not meet anyone's demise, but it could very well be possible. So I'll see you all in about 8 minutes.
Living Hero roll of the dice and my fate is spoken. I locate the lair, but it doesn't make much sense to me. I think that the DM might be out to get me. A hero in armor and truth, bots tell my legacy. The flame of my torch illuminates the enemy. I win in a battle, hewing foes asunder. The deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. The bodies pile up before me, the corpses I plunder. The deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a needle paper. And while in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice and my fate is unspoken. I drink my last potion. I charge through the open gate. The flame of the dragon, try to seal my awful fate. With a handful of dice, 5 times I roll 20. The dragon goes down, the DM will bloody. I leave with the princess, a satchel chock full of gold. We head to the tavern, where my mighty tale unfolds. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a naval caper. While in real life,
All right, sound off if you're back.
Hello.
Hello.
Relax.
Hello, Craig. Have we got a Henry?
I'm back.
I'm sorry
back.
for dropping in so.
Sorry, what was that?
I was sorry for being in this late.
Oh no, I'm just glad you're here. So yeah, I was hoping you'd be able to join us.
I didn't even realize it was going on.
Well, I know you had only joined us for the one game, and I wasn't sure if you were coming back for more. So I was hoping we could grab you. So the more the merrier. And
Just in time for the big.
just in time for the big boss. Well, one of the bosses. There's several in this campaign, but this is one of the big ones. Once we get Jötunnblað and we have finished the Druid's missions, we will just about be finished with the Jarl's missions. When we finish the Jarl's missions, we will get a heroic ability as a milestone, so we're very nearly there. Looks like, are we back? Reese, are you back with us? Reese is not back with us yet. He should be soon. Probably feeding his cats cold cuts and cheese. Banshee, I believe, is the one that eats the cold cuts.
I was feeding myself dinner, actually.
Oh, feeding yourself cold cuts and cheese. Nice.
Cold cereal.
Oh, hey. You know what? I'm a life cereal kind of guy, and sometimes that just hits the spot. Many are the evenings where cold cereal is the order of the day. Let's go ahead and jump back in. So we are deep inside the crypt of the Hoar Fell Barrows, the crypt of Thrym Calder, seeking the blade Jötunnblað. And as we reach this area after a short climb, that pervasive mist is everywhere. And Agatha, you stand near a deep drop-off, but we see stairs as well leading up to the right. Where do we go? Abdurian, you have your hunting instincts activated, right?
It does last a day, yes.
Yeah, up these stairs is the compulsion you get.
I think that's the way he'd go if nobody stops him.
I mean, some strange, mysterious light and some stairs, probably totally safe.
Smells great, I'm sure, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Agatha is trying to keep as close to the front as possible in case she gets a chance to throw lightning.
Let me get us on the next portion of the map here. And you come out into a kind of a wide, expansive room, and you see more. Looks like some sort of building that has been raised down to the foundations. And that mist seems to be strongest here. Abdurian, you see again a great plume of mist coming from down in that direction. Now, you could scale down with ropes, or try to find another way through there. It looks like maybe right up here, this may be a good way to get down with climbing, or any spot near here you could try to climb down.
I think he's going to try to climb. I think we should just decide as a group which way to go down.
Now from here you can see it looks like perhaps a small sarcophagus, a stone box, plainly carved in a sort of ziggurat fashion, the old way they used to carve, from what you recall from stories. This is likely a burial chamber. Now do we want to...
So is it an acrobatics?
Yeah, if we're using that rope, it would be with a boon. This would be a pretty good fall if you stumble.
As Lothar goes down, if we want to let him go first, could he use his knife to carve out some handholds that might make it easier to climb down this wall?
Yeah, I'll make you use a knife skill, but that would definitely be doable. It'll take you some time, but we're not being attacked right now, so yeah. Yeah, so that's going to give an extra boon, so that'll be 2 boons for people climbing down if we're using the rope. Now, does someone stay up to hold the rope, or do we, pound it in a stake or something? Do we have a grappling hook we can hook it with? So Lothar,
Any big rocks or anything of that nature we can tie it around?
yeah, there's some. It takes you a moment to find one that looks like it won't slide under your weight, but you think you've got one. The downside is if you get down here and need that rope again, you're going to have to cut off what you can use or climb back up and untie it. But Lothar, since you were going down first with your knives, you're going to need to make an acrobatics roll with a single boon. This is the rope, but you don't get the advantage of the handholds because you're having to cut the handholds. Nice. And let me paste you down. I'll put you down there. And I'll put the dog, down there as well. Alright, who is next? And down here, Lothar, you can see there's more of those tombs, and there's looks like a very large one over here that's maybe been broken into. And when you get right there, Lothar, give me a spot hidden roll. Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. You see that this object here that was quite large has now been broken into. You see movement inside, and you see a huge, massive hand, bony and skeletal, and it's clutching a blade in its hand. This blade it's a two-handed sword to you, but this hand is so big it looks like just a short sword. And from that tomb rises up Thrym Calder. He is no mere man. This is a frost giant. If he was the last of the giants and the first of the men, he was the last of the giants. He stands 18 feet tall, wielding this massive blade, and he rises up. Let me grab a picture of him from this sarcophagus. Usurpers, grave robbers, who disturbs my rest?
Sorry, I just meant to make room for other people to climb down. I didn't know I would awaken you.
It feels good to be awoken after all these years. This blade thirsts for blood. And he pulls out the blade, and those other sarcophagi burst open as skeletons spill out from them. And let me drag us into initiative. And I'll deck a little shuffle if you guys want to draw cards. Abdurian, you see this happening. You can move first. What is your action?
Oh boy.
See you,
I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. We are up here. We could just be like, bye-bye. No, I guess he would try to climb. I guess Agatha could go first if you want, but it's just splitting hairs at that point.
Just if you want the boon on your climbing down roll.
Yeah.
Of course, you already get 2 boons.
Or if Agatha even wants to do a musician yet. I'm not making your mind up for you, obviously. Okay, then I would trade.
I'll do musician.
Perfect.
All right. Little bit of Queen. Don't stop me now.
Nice. Do you move at all, Agatha?
I think I can be most effective right here for now.
Okay. Abdurian.
Perfect. All right. How? So it's an acrobatics with a boon to get down.
So you'll actually get 3 boons. You get a boon from the rope, a boon from the handholds, and a boon from Agatha.
Oh,
And that'll be
nice.
your action, and then you'd still have movement at the bottom.
Okay, perfect.
Cool, it's a lot of... And no dragon.
Wow.
Man.
That's
But-
funny.
But you get down. I'll move you down there.
Yeah. It also geez, I can't speak. It is also a free action to use that mark, so he'll
Yep.
try to do that.
Perfect.
Ooh, just.
Nice. And if you've got more movement, you can take it.
I suppose he would, yeah.
Especially since the boss goes next. He is a monster. Stomping attack. He stomps its feet in an attempt to crush all opponents within 2 meters. The attack inflicts 3d6 bludgeoning and knocks the victims down. So he raises a great booted foot and brings it down on top of Lothar. Now, Lothar, you've not acted. You can evade, or if you have fast footwork or something of the sort, or you can stand.
I
your
think
ground.
Dennis is the only one that's within 2 meters of him.
Aren't you right there?
Yeah, but there's
Well,
another block in
there's a
between. He's
Dennis
4 meters
right
away.
in between.
Oh, well then he'll. Sorry, my token. I've got the big spirally thing, so I didn't even see Dennis.
I mean, he could move up and get multiple people.
Yeah, there he gets Dennis and Lothar.
Would he also get the skeleton he's on top of, hopefully?
I'll make a roll for that. Let's see. I'll flip a coin. Even, no, odd, yes. Yes, he does. So do you try to evade this, or does Dennis?
Yeah, both Lothar and Dennis will evade it.
And are you just using an evade or a fast footwork?
I don't have fast footwork.
Dennis does not evade. Lothar, go ahead and make your evade.
I think that was supposed to be my evade because I rolled that on my sheet and it gave me the check mark on my sheet, but for some reason it did show up as Dennis.
Oh. Okay, then you don't evade. Go ahead and make a roll for Dennis. It'll let you. Neither one of you evade. Here's the damage. Okay, 11 damage. I'm gonna move him for a second just so I can get that skeleton down here. He takes 11 minus 2. He's dead. So that guy gets crushed. Dennis takes 11. Is Dennis dead? No, Dennis is down to 1. Nice. You're both prone. So let me mark you prone. Alright, Ursula.
Concerned about my friends down there on their own, so I'll climb down.
Nice. Triple boons.
Acrobatics.
Yep.
Three wounds in 1.
Nice. You get down there.
One of them succeeded. That's good. Yeah,
Alright.
we've come to talk to you about your tomb's extended warranty.
This skeletal warrior, 1 is Abdurian, 2 is Ursula. Abdurian. This guy jabs at you with his short sword. And that's a clear miss. Lothar, you used your action. What sucks is you're still prone. This skeleton. He can't get that far. Oh. He's going to go for Dennis. He has no heart. Dennis is prone. Doesn't show him as prone. That is a hit on Dennis. Ooh. I don't think Dennis is dead. No, he's not dead, but he's down. It says dead. He's not dead. He's down and dying. The boss. Sweeping blow. He sweeps his notched broadsword at all enemies within 6 meters. The attack inflicts 2d10 slashing damage and knocks the victims down. Let me move this thing out of my way here. Oh, come on. Get out of the way. There we go. So this will be 2 skeletons, a Lothar, an Ursula, and an Abdurian. Lothar, you don't have fast footwork. Agatha, if you do, you can use it, or Abdurian.
I don't think the skeletons count as enemies.
Oh, yeah, it's just enemies. Yeah, skeletons are fine. They duck just at the last moment.
Yes. Well, Agatha's over there.
I won't do fast footwork.
Yeah, Agatha's fine. It's just Abdurian and Ursula and Lothar. Alright, here's the damage.
Can this be parried? Doesn't look like it. Nope.
Okay. Oh, only 4 damage. Wow. Okay. Plus, Lothar will take an extra 1d6. Lothar will take an extra 1. Wow. So your armor probably blocks most of that. That was ineffectual. But prone for Abdurian and prone for Ursula. And where in the hell is prone?
And that does kill Dennis.
Oh, well, Dennis was already down and dying, so that would be a failed death save on Dennis. Or, I guess he doesn't really make death saves, does he?
No, in the past we've just, once he hits 0.
Okay, so how does Dennis die?
I'll let you describe it.
So the blade comes across, and Dennis lunges at it to try and protect Lothar and absorbs most of the blow. So as the blow sweeps across, it's lost much of its thunder and just grazes across Ursula and Lothar, or Ursula and Abdurian and Lothar. As you look, you see Dennis has been cleaved in half, and his top half and bottom half lie separated by a meter, and a trail of blood and entrails lies between them. Skeleton warrior.
He was a good dog.
He was a good dog. Skeleton warrior will move up. He will double move to right. Nope, can't go that far. To right there. Down 1. Right there. And it would have been Dennis's turn. And Teus.
This is going to make haste down there. So
you'll get 3 boons. 1 from Agatha, 1 from the handholds, and 1 from the rope. Oh, wow. Didn't even need them.
wow, all right.
So you get down, and then you've still got 1 square of movement.
Well, as far as I can go.
All right, let me get Dennis off of here. Skeleton warrior will go. He will step up, and he's going for Lothar. And that's a hit on Lothar. Lothar, do you try to parry this from your back?
Nope.
And Teus, am I close enough here to intervene?
You'd have to be like in this square right there.
Okay. Not far enough. Okay.
Lothar, you take 5 damage, drops you to 0. Give me a Constitution roll. Ooh. Do you push that? Otherwise, you're taking a serious injury.
Can I just take that as my death roll as a fail and re-roll it for the injury?
No, because this was specifically your injury roll. Okay, well there's your successes, because you don't do your death roll till your turn. So no injury there. Ursula. I imagine you want to stand up.
Yes, I will stand up. I just get the impression that we can't sit back and take these.
No, you haven't damaged the boss yet.
Well, we're gonna have to do that. Still have a boon from Agatha.
Yep.
This could just be stupid.
It's never stopped you before.
Oh, I know. Well,
This
seeing
is magic.
seeing this guy take us down, we're going berserk.
Yeah, 1 round he killed Dennis, and Lothar's dying.
Yes, so we're gonna introduce him to our medium warhammer.
Nice.
Targeting this guy. 2 boons. Come on, Drago.
Dragon would
not
have been
good.
awesome.
That's what we're going for.
Roll damage. Oh, nice. His chain will block some of that.
Yep.
It's a little bit rotted, but he takes 11. That was a solid blow.
I have your attention now.
And Teus.
So if I were to move up here, would I be able to do double smash on this? Seeing as how they're both within range?
So technically, this guy occupies this square. It's like putting a circle into a box, so he does occupy that square. I would say yes.
And that is what we are going to do.
You bring Reynard's Retribution up, hitting the chin of the skeleton with an uppercut, and then slamming it down upon Thrym Calder.
Yes, yes. Oh, let's activate that.
Nice. So is this first one on the skeleton or on Thrym Calder? Oh,
This was from Calder.
dang. Okay, and then click roll damage again for the skeleton.
This will be for the skeleton.
Dang. Yeah, you take the head right off of that on your upswing and then bring it slamming down on Thrym Calder. And he actually takes a half step back, staggered by that blow. He has not felt such power in a long, long time. Agatha.
She is going to continue her song.
Perfect. That will pay dividends, especially on death saves that Lothar's got coming up. Nice.
So She is switching to the song Killer of Giants by Ozzy Osbourne.
Ooh. Excellent.
Agatha's got a hell of a playlist.
Right?
She had to go for the deep cut.
Ooh. Where did you go? The giant's short-sightedness causes it to lose sight of you all for a moment. It clumps around and shouts at you to come forward. Everyone down below must make a sneaking roll, and you do get a boon from the song. If you all succeed, then there is no attack this round. If you fail, then you're the target of the next action. But this also means that sneak attacks will work. So, Durian, you are hidden. Helps that you're just laying on the ground, motionless. And, ooh, Ursula failed. Does Ursula push that? If not, you are the target of the next attack by Thrym Calder, which you probably were going to be anyway.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, and how about Antaeus?
So we get,
You get
I think you get a board already from Maynard's Retribution.
Yes.
Next roll.
And then you'll get a boon from Agatha. So when you click, it may offer you the boon on sneaking from Reynard's Retribution, but add an extra one for Agatha. And then I think you subtract one for your armor. So, oh, with a dragon. Yep. You hold that fart in so it doesn't echo through your armor just long enough that Thrym Calder can't identify you. Obdurian, I assume you stand up.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, your turn.
I guess poison doesn't work on monsters, does it?
No.
I didn't think so.
Definitely not on the undead.
Yeah. I guess he would still just pounce on this guy. What does a sneak attack count for?
So it's like a backstab from a thief. In order to make a sneak attack, your next attack you get a boon, and then you do an additional die of your weapon damage. So if you use like your bite, it would be an additional d6.
Alright, well, knowing it's undead, he's probably going to punch it, but...
That'd still be an additional d6. So you get 2 boons, plus an additional 1d6 damage.
And I'll do Iron Jaw for 2.
Oh, a dragon. Nice. Oh, nice hit. Blood splatters out from Thrym Calder.
That's like an ankle breaker or something. That was a pretty good one.
Nice. The skeleton next to you will attack. And he is going to try to topple you. No, he fails. Thrym Calder, this is going up against Ursula.
I accept this.
The giant swings its fist and bashes Ursula with all its might. The attack inflicts 4d10 bludgeoning damage and knocks you down. Holy shit. Do you take that? I guess you have to.
I have no choice.
Well, I could do Guardian.
Or, yeah, do you want a guardian?
Probably should.
Oh, that says that's on Ursula. Or on Obdurian, but that would be on Ursula. Yeah, do you want a guardian that?
Yeah, I'm going to Guardian that.
You fling yourself in the way and pushing Ursula to the side, and you are dealt the damage. You can sustain the blow. You've got blood coming out of you, and you're knocked prone, but that possibly would have spelled disaster for Ursula. Ursula's got... Nice. Lothar, time for a death save, and you do get a boon on this. So you can also try to rally yourself if you like. Nice. Do you try to rally? We'll roll with the Bane, but you get a boon. Oh, hey. No, you do not rally. Round 3, Abdurian. You're up first.
Oh, geez. Would Agatha want to trade?
Sure.
Well,
Yeah,
with Agatha going last, that means her song lasts this whole round.
Oh, that's true. She did do a song. So I guess if you're going to do a song, you might as well not.
Right.
Duh. Thankfully, someone is thinking. Thank you, Reese.
You could trade with, if you wanted, Antaeus, just so he can get up, because Thrym Calder's going to go twice before Antaeus has a chance to get back on his feet.
Might not make a difference for any of us, but yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. So let me swap. Oops, swap with Antaeus. Might just keep him alive. So Antaeus, you get back on your feet, and now you can attack if you like.
I am going to attack the big guy.
Did you add a boon onto that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll that. Don't add a boon the second time. We'll just, if it passes, it passes. There we go.
Excellent.
Dang. Nice hit. Solid blow. This skeleton is going to come up and find the weak spot on Antaeus. And fails. Barely. Needed a 12. Thrym Calder. Ooh. Sweeps its broadsword at all enemies within 6 meters. This inflicts 2d10 slashing and knocks the victims down. This will include Lothar. That will just count as an automatic failed death save. That will hit Antaeus. That will hit Abdurian and Ursula. Do any of you want to try to evade that?
Nope, take it.
Alright, here's the damage. 3. The worst one is Lothar. That's a failed death save. Plus, you're all knocked prone. That's probably another downside to that. So, let me get you all prone. There we go. Lothar, do you try to rally? Oh, that was your death save. Okay. Do you rally?
No.
Okay. The boss. Enough is enough. The undead frost giant gets fed up with an enemy, grabs them, and stuffs them under his massive arm. The victim suffers 2d6 bludgeoning and is unable to move or perform actions that require movement. To free the prisoner, the victim or someone else must succeed on a strength roll or use a weapon and roll against the weapon skill with a bane. He's going to grab Antaeus. Antaeus, you will take... it says because you're prone, you'll take additional d6. So Antaeus, ooh, you're going to take 13, which... your armor blocks a lot of that, but you are now restrained and stuffed under his arm. So the only way to get out is to make a weapon attack with a bane or a strength roll. Abdurian.
Okay, well, he still has his freedom, yes. He somehow made it to the next round. This guy's pretty scary. He'll just keep punching him.
Let me have you stand up, too.
Oh, yeah, that
There
helps.
we go. Nice. That's 2 more.
Oh, well.
Every little bit counts.
True.
Ursula, I assume you stand up.
Seems like a good idea. Come on. One of them hit, I guess.
Nice.
Come on. There we go. Just a 6. I'm as bad as he is with his sword.
Skeleton warrior, he is going after Abdurian. And again, he is going to try to topple you. That's a success. You need to make an evade roll and beat a 7.
Oh, dear. He spends a lot of time on the ground. It's
Yeah.
fine. We get through it.
With the boon, you're good. Agatha.
She
Well,
will
that was a Bane. He's got armor.
Oh, yes. What did that? Oh, yeah.
It succeeded, but it's a 13. It's opposed, so...
Oh, got it. Duh. Yes, thank you. You're toppled. Yep, thank you for that. There we go. Nice. The tunes keep going. Alright. Oof. This one, let's see. Antaeus he's being grabbed by Thrym Calder, so the skeleton's going to come around and go for Ursula. And going to try to topple you as well. Oh, you need to make an evade roll and beat a deuce. No. You are toppled. Antaeus, you are held under the arm right in the BO pit of this undead frost giant. You can make a weapon roll with a bane, but you do get a boon from Agatha, or you can make a strength roll with a boon to try and get out.
I do a weapon roll. I can do damage afterwards, correct?
No, this is your action. You're basically just
okay.
pushing yourself out with your hammer.
I'll try that.
Okay. So it's with the bane, but with the boon, so just a straight weapon roll. Nice. You push yourself out from under his arm. You hit the ground, and then I would assume you would stand up.
Yes.
You can move if you like, but that's your only other action. If you move, you'll have to make an evade roll.
I'll stay put.
Okay. All right.
Please tell me that made an armpit fart noise. When
It did. This
I'm
skeleton.
hoping.
It is going to find the weak spot on Abdurian in that bark-like armor. Ooh. It succeeds. Abdurian, do you try to parry this or evade it?
Ooh. Parry. He doesn't really have a weapon.
Oh, true. Do you try to evade it?
No, I'll just take it.
Yeah, geez. 4, I'll go ahead and apply it. Armor does not apply, so at least you feel a little something there. Agatha.
Yeah, she's going to sing again.
Okay.
Can you trade with me? I just soon
Sure.
not take 2 attacks while being prone.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
Okay, I'll trade with you. I did mark off my willpower for my round.
We'll just remember. All right, Ursula.
Gotta get one sometime. Not this time.
Well, let me make you not prone too. Nice. Oh, he is almost down. Oh, hell. Sweeping blow. This is going to hit Lothar, Antaeus, Ursula, and Abdurian. And Lothar will just be a failed death save. Abdurian, you are prone, so you'll take a little additional damage. Anyone try to evade this?
Abdurian will take it.
Okay. So here is the damage for Abdurian. Then we'll just subtract the 6. Oof. So 16 to Abdurian, 10 to Lothar, and 10 to Ursula, and then, 10 to Antaeus, 10 to Ursula, and then Lothar, you just take a failed death save. Does that drop? I guess so. You took 10 Abdurian after your armor. Did anybody?
Yep, he has 4 left.
Okay, so no one dropped to 0. Okay.
So real quick,
Yeah.
I am not prone, so I wouldn't take that extra 1d6.
No, yeah. So you took 10 minus your armor,
Okay.
and then you get knocked prone. So I'll make you prone now. And Ursula is also knocked prone. And Lothar, did you take a failed death save? Yes, you did. Perfect. Oof. Lothar has 2 successes and 2 failed death saves. And he goes at the end of the round. Abdurian, you're up. Do you stand?
You will indeed.
Perfect. We'll take the dragon.
Yes,
I
please.
think this will do it. Oh, okay. How do you do it?
It's kind of a question. He's not hitting it in the face, but he's striking its ankles this whole time, and it falls, and just maybe it's so large it just cracks its head on something.
It hits the ground, and you hear a loud exhale as though some spirit is leaving its body, and a malevolence fills the chamber. In fact, Antaeus, you feel this more keenly than others. You feel in your hands Reynard's retribution vibrate with alacrity, as though it does not like what it just sensed in here, as whatever spirit was inhabiting this body left. We're still in initiative order because we do have Lothar making death saves. You can move, though, if you want, Abdurian.
Well, he's still got the skeleton here too. So
yeah.
stay in his
Still
ground.
got skeletons. So, and then we've got Agatha.
Do you think I should switch the song to Bane's now?
Well, Lothar might need that boon on his death save,
Okay.
because if he fails, he's gone. Lothar, do you try to rally yourself?
Well, I need to make the death save first.
Well, technically that's the end of your turn, so if you want to rally, you can do it at the beginning. But it's up to you. Whew. You escape death and recover 1 hit point. Jeez. And we go to...
Never doubted.
Never in a doubt. Yeah. We go to the next round. And Agatha, you're up first. Do you want to trade with, like, Ursula or the skeleton?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll trade with the skeleton.
Okay. Skeleton number 8. Alright, skeleton will go after Abdurian. Short swording him. Finding the weak spot. And does not find the weak spot. Lothar, you can regain your feet. You have no enemy next to you. You can get up and move and make an attack. You didn't want to use that tooth?
No, that uses a sword skill, and I only have a 6, so my likelihood of succeeding is quite low.
Yeah, because I think it's enchanted 3 or something, so it's really likely to do... Like, it would have wiped Thrym Calder pretty quickly. If that essence that we felt was a demon, which it was. Skeleton Warrior, he will... Ooh, he's got some choices. 1 is Lothar, 2... 3 is the prone Antaeus, and 4 is Ursula. He goes after the prone Antaeus. And he's going to find the weak spot on Antaeus. And he does not. He fails. Abdurian.
Supposed to just punch the skeletons. Worked out so far.
It seems to be working. Ooh. How many dragons have you gotten on your attacks tonight?
It's been like 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah.
Might as well try to hit this other one. I guess if I don't kill it, I'm gonna have to evade it. Right. So that was probably a funny decision, but...
Nice. Oh, yeah, you don't kill it.
Oh, dear.
He's got
well,
1 hit point. Oh, shoot.
Well, I got to risk that evade now.
Yep.
Whatever. It's a flat roll, I guess.
You do get a... Yeah, so you get a boon, but it cancels out by your armor. Now make that free attack.
Let's go crazy. Why not?
There we go. Yeah, you take that one out. Antaeus. I assume you get up off your feet. And you can act.
So I can move too, yes?
Yep, you can move and act. It's clobbering time.
Hopefully.
I don't think you've missed with your hammer yet.
Nope.
And then I say that.
You are jinxing that.
Do you push it?
Yeah, why not? Makes me angry that I finally missed.
Oh, that's why not. Oh, shoot. All right, roll the mishap. Oh, he gets a free attack. As you expose yourself. Scoutmaster Kevin. He gets a free attack, cannot be dodged or parried, and that is a miss. So no worries there. Ursula, I assume you get up. Nice. Wow, that will do it. Let's go out of initiative. With the skeletons dead, with Thrym Calder dead, a stillness and quiet falls over the tomb.
Holy sheep shit! We killed a giant.
Near his hand, Thrym Calder's hand, you see the blade. Grab it right there.
Does anybody need healing?
Yeah, Lothar's down to 1 hit point.
I think we all need healing at this point.
Right there.
All right, you find Jötunnblað and the horned helm of Jötunn. 11 hit points to Antaeus. Thank you.
Oh, shoot, I'm out of work now.
Now, if someone wants to do a spot hitting, they can search for more loot, but you can easily find Jötunnblað and the horned helm of Jötunn. The horned helm is a helm that is a great helm imbued with the magic spell Protector at level 1. You can spend 2 willpower to activate Protector, which protects you from spells, reduces the effectiveness of spells. Horned helms or great helms also give you banes on awareness plus ranged weapon attacks. Antaeus, you find. Sorry, not a poison dagger. You find 90 copper, 10 silver, and a book, Blood, Phlegm, and Bile. Master your bodily fluids, plus another 13 silver. There are short swords aplenty as well. So if we round that up, that's 14 silver. We can round it up to 15. You can all have 5 silver.
Did you see the 12 hit points back?
Lothar.
Iberian.
No, let me.
Me?
I can give that to you right now.
Wow.
Hit points to Iberian. There we
That's
go.
about all of them. Thank you.
I think we are all healed, except for Ursula.
I'll be fine.
So, who wants to pick up the blade? Anyone good with a sword?
No.
Like
I'm
Me?
the sword.
you do have Reynard's Retribution. You're probably best with a sword, though. What is Abdurian? What's your sword skill, Abdurian?
7.
7. I think that still beats Lothar's. Agatha, can you... What's your strength? Oh, you're not strong enough to wield Jötunnblað.
I don't think it's fast.
You need a 15 strength. Ursula could take Jötunnblað. Your swords is also 7. So I think either Ursula or Abdurian. And then anyone can take the helm if they want it.
Well, what's Antaeus' sword?
He has a higher skill, but he already has Reynard's Retribution, and actually I don't think his strength isn't high enough. His sword is 13, but his strength is 14, and Jötunnblað is so big it takes a 15 to wield it.
Alright, I'll take Jötunnblað.
And then how about the horned helm? Does anyone want that? The great helm?
What does that do again?
So it's just like the great helm that you have, but you can cast Protector. It'll cost you 2 willpower, and what it does is it protects you from spells. So if someone... you would be casting Protector at rank 1. So if someone casts a rank 1 spell against you, it negates all the effects. If they cast a rank 2 spell, it reduces it down to a rank 1. So it just helps to reduce spell damage coming in at you. And then it still gives you the same armor benefit that your current helm does. Plus it has cool horns.
That shouldn't be overlooked.
Right. Of course, Ursula also has a great helm, and she is wielding Jötunnblað. So maybe if she took the helm of Jotun, that might, it would coordinate with her evening wear.
That sounds good.
And then we have roughly 5 silver. But there's also a book, Blood, Phlegm, and Bile, Master Your Bodily Fluids, which gives a boon on healing rolls, if anyone wants Blood, Phlegm, and Bile, Master Your Bodily Fluids.
I'll take
That's
that.
hard. Yeah.
Agatha, you got it.
All right. So have I got the helm too? I'll give you the other great helm if you want it.
I think he's already got one.
Okay.
Ursula is a animist, isn't she?
Ursula's a healer,
Yeah, it's not animism, it's divine
Oh.
connection.
a priest.
Would the book serve you better?
I have a 15 healing already. So one. So you should take it because I've got a 15 healing, and I've got bandages, and I've got the ability to heal through spells. So
And yet, if something happens to Ursula, it might be nice to have someone else that can at least help someone that's dying.
Okay.
Now, Dennis is dead, and Lothar, the reality finally hits you that Dennis has expired. And this is not the first dog you've lost. It probably will not be the last dog you lose, but it still is a painful experience. And what do you do for Dennis? Scoop him up in one of the, like on the back of a shield and carry him out, or do you bury him here?
No, Lothar, I think's had enough of adventuring. He will take Dennis's remains and return to the Druids and live with them for the remainder of his days.
Nice.
And see that Dennis is buried there.
Is this so you can play Circumference?
I think Lothar's just simply had enough of adventuring.
Yeah, he's seen some stuff. Yeah, just let me know who you want to bring in for the next session, but we can definitely do that. Now that we have Jötunnblað, we can head back to Trastum to present Jötunnblað to the Jarl. That can take us to the overland map. And we will just Indiana Jones redline it over to Trastum. And let's go to Trastum. Alright. And, oh, there's still Armitavish. Yeah, let's get him off. Let's get Agatha on here. And others are slow. Okay, when you get back to the village, do you... I assume you present the sword to the Jarl. I don't want to presume too much, but I would assume you give it... Or you don't give it back to him. You present it that you got it. Well, Hrothgar does not reach for the blade at once. He looks at it as one looks at a grave. And when he finally speaks, his voice is low and steadied by effort. He says, "You have walked where my people would not. You have carried the weight of our first Jarl, and the dead did not turn you back." He lays a hand upon Jötunnblad's hilt and then withdraws it, as if touching a wound. "That is enough. You are worthy to stand at the forge of twilight steel." And he straightens, the firelight catching in the wolf crown upon his brow. "Hear this, and weigh it well. Twilight steel is not made by hammer alone." And let me describe that. I'll put this into the chat. He raises one finger. "First, old iron. Iron that remembers a story. Old iron that has known fear, oath, and blood." A second finger. "Second, shared purpose. spoken aloud so the steel may hear why it is born. And then a third finger. Third, blood freely given, never taken. What is stolen weakens the blade. And for a moment he says nothing. And when he speaks again, a chill has crept into his voice. There is no old iron left among my people. Except in one place, and his gaze drifts north beyond the walls, beyond memory. The tomb of the Scrati. And at the name, even the fire seems to dim. Let me post this. A shaman of great cunning, wise, powerful, and faithless. He sought to steal the right to rule from Thrym Calder himself. And Hrothgar nods once towards Jötunnblað. The First Jarl ran him through with his blade, and as the Scrati died, he spat a curse so foul it split stone. His jaw tightens. His body was broken, but his will was not. His acolytes chained him in old iron, locks, fetters, seals, and buried him in the mounds between Trastum and Skogstum. Then they took their own lives, so none would return to loosen his bonds. He meets you, one by one. That iron must be reclaimed, not for vengeance, not for glory, only for necessity. Without it there will be no twilight steel, and without twilight steel the north will break. He inclines his head not as a command, but as a grave request. Will you walk where the oath dead lie, and bring back iron that still remembers how to hold a curse? And if you recall, he had mentioned forging great lances of twilight steel. And this is the next quest from the Jarl. And if you complete this quest, that is the end of Jarl Hrothgar's quest giving, and you will get a milestone heroic ability. So the next quest for next session will be to find the tomb of the Scrati. And let me take us to the map, and I'll show you right where it is. It is this mound here, which we know these mounds are where great things fell, great and terrible things, and so one might only venture to guess what might have happened to the Scrati, to the shaman of old. But it is there that he wishes us to go to obtain the old iron from the locks and chains that bind the Scrati to his tomb. And that's where we will pick it up next time. Now we have the opportunity to do some improvement rolls. Let me take us to a landing page here. So in addition to all the dragons and demons that you rolled throughout the game, there is of course the questionnaire to improve yourself, and the questions are thus: you can do my house rule and take 5, or you can follow the questions, which is, did you participate in the session? That's a yes. Did you explore a new location? That's a yes. Did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries? That's a yes. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force? I'm going to say the elk. Absolutely. And then did you give in to your weakness? If you did, that would be 5. Now, we can go ahead and do some improvements. And Lothar, since your character is going to be retiring...
Yes, technically speaking, for Lothar personally, he overcame the giant without using force, so that could apply to him.
Yeah, he didn't do anything, so yeah, absolutely. He took a blow and laid there bleeding. If you want to go ahead and start your improvement rolls whenever you are ready.
Yeah, I have 4 just from demons and dragons, which I'll do, because I might use Lothar in a one-shot in the future, but yeah. I think he's had enough of these lands, so he's going to retire to the druids for a time to bury Dennis.
Well, you can still choose for... I mean, you've earned it by participating in the session if you want to choose additional ones. Or
if you want, I would just save those for my new character.
Is it a brand new character coming in?
I don't know. I'll look at my characters. I have quite a few, and see if I want to do a new one or one with a little bit of experience. Okay. To bring in.
Okay, yeah. Just remember that, and then when you get me the character, we'll talk about it. Go ahead and do those 4 improvements from your dragons and demons. Nice. Acrobatics goes up. Well, acrobatics went up, so that's good. Go ahead, and everyone can also do a full rest now that we're back here in a safe place. Why don't we go to Ursula, if you are ready.
Sure. Not learn anything from languages.
Oh,
Sleight of
there
hand
we
goes.
go.
No.
Sleight of hand
Oh.
goes up. Come on. Oh, you get a heroic ability. Up to 18. Can you get it on brawling as well? Yes, you get it on brawling. 2 heroic abilities.
Improving my swords, I guess.
Yep. Well, that was bound to go up. And then how about your prayers? That does not go up. So
Yep.
you can go ahead and look through those heroic abilities, and you can either drag them on your sheet or just let me know, and I can help you with that.
Yeah.
Let's go
Sure.
to Abdurian.
Yeah, and well, stop me if I'm getting too greedy, but Obsidian didn't search for anything. Could he not have harvested that giant's blood? That was a giant, right? I know it was
Yeah.
undead, but it did have blood.
Yeah, there was remnants of blood in there. I would say, give me a bushcraft roll to see if you could harvest that.
In the book, it's actually hunting and fishing
Okay.
for if I'm doing it for the blood marked reasons.
Yeah. Let's do hunting and fishing. You're better at that anyway.
I also have to roll skin art to preserve it.
Okay, then roll skin art for me. You got it.
Ooh. Okay, useful. Okay, sorry, I will do the improvement rolls now. Whether he can do the ritual, we'll figure out another time.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Awareness is a good one.
I picked all my big ones, so I'm not expecting much.
Well, if you get 1 or 2 of them, it's a big deal. Or none of them.
Yeah, well, all 15s and 16s. I can't complain.
Yeah, it makes it a little tough, but you got the giant's blood. Antaeus, last but not least. Oh, I don't have Agatha. You're not last. We got Agatha still. I don't have her on this screen. I'll remedy that. Nice. Acrobatics. Evade is a good one for Antaeus. Seems to run a lot from enemies in danger. Come on, hammers. No. Rats. So far, the hammer has turned out really effective for you, which is wonderful.
Absolutely.
We can go to Agatha if you're ready. You can do your improvements.
Sneaking.
Nice.
Knives.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that heroic ability.
and slings.
Oh, skills goes up.
And animism. Boo.
Oh, boo. But you get a heroic
That's
ability
okay.
as well. Do you know
Yeah.
what you might want to take for Agatha?
No idea.
Okay, I'll have you look through there. And if you don't want to make it now, we've got like 2 weeks till we play again. Ursula, do you know what you might want to take for heroic abilities?
I took shield block,
Nice.
and I'm taking veteran.
Excellent.
I already had defensive, but I couldn't block any of the giant's
Yeah,
swings
any
because
monsters.
right. So I needed shield block in order to block the monster swings. So
Excellent. And Agatha, you said you didn't know yet?
No.
Okay, well, I will go ahead and I'm going to turn off the recording, and then we'll chat for just a second, but we will pick this up in 2 weeks.